Hey, this is Mike Renoir, Northwest Fight Scene, NWFightscene.com. I'm here in Lacey, Washington with Eddy Ellis, ahead of your fight coming up here this Saturday, PFL Everett in Everett, Washington. Man, you must be getting excited about the fight. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm super excited about the fight. Fight training always makes me feel the best. Once I get in good shape, my biceps hurting like it usually does, and everything feels real good. So I'm here to fight at home, so that's super exciting also. Laid back, a little bit of stress going on in the house and training, mixing it all together, not being gone like I usually am, but it's all going good.
Right on, right on. Now, you're fighting a cat, Luis Firmino Carvalho, I think is his full name, Junior at the end. Luis Firmino is what they're calling him. He fought for the title for World Series of Fighting last year, came up short, and you're fighting him, man. What are your thoughts about this guy?
I watched him fight a few of the World Series as he came up. I like his style for my style. He's going to come right forward. I'm not real good at chasing guys down, so we'll meet in the middle. Have a good clash. I watched him fight a kid I train with, I would say training partner, but not a partner necessarily, Justin Gaethje. We don't fight anything alike, but the way they fought, it gives me a good idea of how Firmino's going to come forward with it. And, I'm longer, stronger, and faster, so given those things, I feel like I have the fight in the bag.
Right on. No, it's 155, right?
Yeah, back to 155.
So do you prefer 155 over 170? It doesn't matter to you?
It doesn't matter. It's different. I'm more regimented. I'm more strict in my training when I get to 55 because I have to be. But the guys are fast and athletic, so I feel like at 170 I might give up a little bit of weight, but they're a little slower. So they both kind of. I'm a little slower too, though. Like I said, I get my training time a little bit better when I'm doing 55, and I slack a little bit more on getting to 70 because I can. But I think the fighting styles are just different, and when I can manipulate myself to those two different ways, I think that's what gives me the advantage. I can be faster at 170 and stronger at 155.
PFL, or Professional Fighters League, obviously they were the World Series of Fighting. They're kind of rebranding themselves. They're looking at 2018, looking at giving $1 million to the winners of each of their divisions. Is that something that you want to be involved in, obviously?
Yeah, I'm involved in prize fighting. Give me the big prize. So, yeah, that'd be great. But, this wouldn't be the first promotion that's promising big things, bigger than life. So, I'm here. I've been here before they were here, before the IFL, before the WSOF. After they're all gone, I'm still going to be around. So, whatever their promises may lead to, I'm just here to sign the next contract.
Right. Now, long career, obviously, but you're only 34. Just turned 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And you haven't fought that many times in the last few years since Ultimate Fighter. I think this is your 5th fight coming up.
Yeah.
Obviously going to Eastern Europe, going over to London, going to Rio de Janeiro just recently. Talk about the reason you haven't fought so often.
Well, I guess I come off Ultimate Fighter. I came into it. I was gonna ring up some wins and get right back to the big game. And I won a big fight, broke my jaw, set me back almost 2 years mentally, and just the idea of it, just whatever, break your jaw, it's tough. I won the fight, but so that gave me motivation to get back to the game, knowing that I could do something and overcome some serious adversity. So I took some time off again, came back, got my eye socket broken, so took a little more time again, and then came back, and my last two have been pretty closer together. This one will hopefully maybe start another string. We'll just see how it goes. I can't really. It's as well as I can trust the promoters, I can trust my own body.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, it was interesting when I was kind of preparing for this interview. I looked at, your record and all that stuff, and Steve Berger, when you fought him at Strikeforce, and it's on a UFC Fight Pass, and it's 2 grizzled veterans, and that fight was like 10 years ago. So I mean, you were a grizzled veteran at 24. Yeah, so what are you at 34?
Yeah, well, salty. I say that for sure. Salty old veteran for sure. I remember hearing older guys. For instance, Maury Smith, he was pretty salty about 10 years ago. We were doing interviews, and he was sitting there like just kind of giving it hell. And I'm like, why is he such a a-hole about this? They're only trying to promote us. And now I sit there and think, an interview for these promotions and another picture. It's like, give me a break. Just let me fight. This is what we're here for, right? So I kind of am feeling that saltiness. But geez, he was 45, 50 then. I'm a beyond my years, I guess.
So, well, this switch it up here. Obviously, looking forward to the fight in there. But you also here at United Training Center, which you run with your wife, Lisa Ellis. Talk about how everything's going here.
Things are going really awesome here right now. We have Bobby McIntyre just took the lightweight belt from Ann McQueen Casino against Julian Rosa, and we're hoping to match up Lisa in a local fight here in the next couple of months. So things are quickly spinning up good here. We got an amateur that's coming up. Jake Sebastian is going to be fighting for a belt here also. So let's just get these stacked up right here at home, and I think the United Training Center will be something to reckon with for sure all through this year and into next.
Right on. Now, your last fight in Rio de Janeiro, you actually fought with Lisa on the same card, right?
Yeah.
How was that? How was that experience?
You know, it was good. I mean, how it turned out was tough. Obviously, she lost and I won, but we had just experienced it 2 weeks before. We did the Pan American Grappling Championships together, and we kind of used that to catapult what we were going to feel like off this one. And that went rocky, and we thought, oh man, we can't be, because we both use each other for that soft, and I'm mad during my competition time. You're gonna be soft. Well, we were both in that zone, so we just kind of reflected off each other, and then we came home and thought, all right, well, one of us needs to realize it, and then ended up we going to the Rio. We both did it. We both softened up, got right through the whole thing without an issue. Other than, like I said, that outcome wasn't the best, but I mean, as of first time having to do that together, it went great. And we were like back to back, so it went real well.
No, you've done some of the grappling tournaments and getting out and abroad. Is that still something on your horizon you want to do some more of it in the future?
Yeah, actually, I'm signed up to. I still have to go through a picking process, but I'm signing up to be the USA Wrestling for the Grappling World Championships head coach. I'm gonna go there for that hopefully, and Lisa will be competing in that as well. She wants to continue that. She's won multiple gold medals in the worlds. Now under UWW, it used to be FILA, but yeah, I'm hoping to be more of a coach. We'll see how the competition keeps coming on.
Right
like
on.
I said, I gotta rely on my body, which is, who knows, sometimes reliable, sometimes not.
Right. Well, I'll let you go after this. Who to thank for this coming Saturday? Any sponsors? Anyone else?
Well, my training partners, I got Bobby McIntyre, Jake Sebastian. I thank Lisa for my nutrition and coaching on the side. United Training Center, obviously, everybody that comes here is what this is all about. And then I have Ty Brokaw, Bad Boy Bail Bonds. He helps me out, helps my students out, helps out financially, physically. He's a supporter factor for friendship. And then Pat Palace has also been a great friend and a good support as well. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here. You're fighting July 29th, this Saturday. Xfinity Arena in Everett, Washington. You're on the preliminary card, which I think begins at 3 p.m.
Yeah, I think I fight 5.
Okay, so you fight about 5. If you can't make it up, this will also be streaming live on professionalfightersleague.com, I believe. And where can we find you on the internet?
Me personally,
Yeah.
Facebook is really all I'm doing. I have an Instagram, not very useful. I have a Twitter handle that I don't use. So again, salty and old. Find me on Facebook.
All right. Awesome. Well, you heard it here. Fast Eddy Ellis with Northwest Fight Scene. Thank you for your time, sir.